Tour announcement starts now. This is George. Just a reminder that you can see my dear co-host Sam Taggart on tour this summer, starting in July in San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, Washington, D.C., Philly, Chicago, Pittsburgh, and Boston. And hot off the presses, you can also see me, George Civeris, do a few small shows this August in anticipation for my own tour that's happening later on in the fall. But this August, I will be in New York, LA, and get this, East Hampton on August 30th. So if you want to see me in New York, LA, or East Hampton, tickets are at linktree.com/George Civeris. The link is in my Instagram bio. And if you want to see Sam on tour, you can find that at linktree.com/get this, Sam Taggart. And that link is in his Instagram bio. God, we love symmetry, folks. Well, enjoy the show.
Podcast starts now. What is up, everyone around the globe? We are here in Los Angeles, California. We can be discovered at any moment. For the actors, we are not.
I'm walking around saying, kind of hair on my face, like stuck to my cheeks, yelling, please discover me.
You know what?
I'm undiscovered.
You know what? You just scolded me for New York versus LA, but I have to say...
Before every episode, I take Sam aside, Rocky style. I'm a coach. I'm literally in the wrestler, and he is Mickey Rourke, and I'm saying, Sam... Don't go New York versus LA mode right off the bat. You have other moves. You have so many things in your arsenal. You can't just do New York versus LA.
You can't get discovered in LA because you can't walk on the street. Part of being discovered is walking down the street. You need to be walking down the street and have a person say, oh my God, you're a model.
First of all, you can get discovered in a mall. You can get discovered in a strip mall. You can get discovered at a coffee shop, maybe Maru Coffee in Los Feliz.
You can get discovered in line, the 1 hour long line.
Yes.
At Maru Coffee.
Many people, you know what they do these days, these aspiring models, they come and they wait in lines.
That's true. Okay. Never mind. I take it all back.
And also, there's no such thing as being discovered on the street anymore because the proverbial street is actually the feed. So if you just come to LA, as long as there's a palm tree in the background, you can prove, you know, you don't have to pay for me to move. I'm already in LA. But here I am. Here's my face. This is what my cheeks look like.
There's also no more being discovered because there's no more such thing as
there's no gatekeepers. Yeah. There's no film or TV. There's no gatekeepers, and there's no quality of any kind. So at any given point, you have been discovered because you're in control of who gets discovered or not.
If you are alive and have a phone, you are discovered.
It's actually, you need to, being discovered now is the default, and opting out of being discovered is like the choice you make.
Well, and this is what kind of makes me sad about people who are famous and older, sort of like Madonna. Like, she actually needs to be discovered now.
That is literally so true. And that is why she's doing SpawnCon for Bilt, the platform for paying for your rent and you make points.
That was really sad to me.
So basically, if people haven't seen this, Madonna is doing a digital series, I think approximately a 17-part digital series. A 17-part digital series where she's being interviewed by the CEO of Bilt, who does not respect her enough to memorize the questions and is looking, this is his camera, he's looking over here to read the questions.
Completely charmless.
So Madonna, what is your craziest rent story in New York?
It's such a bummer. And by the way, she's... You know, she used to like storm out of things. Meanwhile, she's being disrespected and she has to sit there and take it.
Are you kidding me? Right before that was filmed, her team took her aside and said, if this Bilt account backfires, we're not releasing Confessions 2. Bilt is fully funding Confessions 2, the album, the tour, and the press tour. And you better sit there in your leotard, completely motionless, and answer, to yourself, what is your craziest rent story in New York?
Should we bring in our guest?
Of course.
Because I feel that she might have some things to add.
She's kind of the Madonna of the alternative LA-based comedy scene, but much younger.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, and take that, Madonna.
Please welcome Hayden Johsnon.
Wow. Okay. And I have two thoughts. First of all, it's just so fucked up to bring Madonna back to a place of what's your craziest rent story.
That's
crazy.
So disrespectful.
And you know what?
It's so disrespectful.
She keeps saying these things like, and they obviously primed her. They were like, you gotta like be self-deprecating, whatever. And so she goes, I used to fuck guys just so I could use their shower. It's like, Madonna, don't say that.
Don't say that, Madonna. It's not true. Don't say that.
It might be true, though.
No, it's definitely true, to be clear. But it's just like, we are past that. Madonna shouldn't need to nostalgia bait.
I agree.
She doesn't need nostalgia bait, and she doesn't need to be like, can you believe my journey? Like, I was poor, now I'm rich. I'm like, I don't care. Like, you're one of the greatest we have.
In the grand scheme of your life, you were poor for like 2 seconds.
She just kind of emerged from like an oak tree, kind of like this is how I like to think of it. My second thought is getting discovered, right? Mm-hmm. Getting discovered in New York is so much easier because you guys have those little people running around interviewing people on the street.
That's a really good point.
True.
We don't have that in LA. Nobody's running up to people going, "What's the worst thing your mom said to you?" like that. But you guys have that in
That's like most of the economy in New York right now. It's that, and then it's like matcha, brulee, latte, Bilt credit card.
The whole thing with the constant interviewing people on the street is I'm like, the street is for walking.
The street is
and famously, the catchphrase of New York is "I'm walking here." And now they've created this world where you can't even walk on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
because it's constantly talk shows are being filmed left and right.
Well, they've gentrified the street. The last remaining place that was not gentrified before
for Community is now
a set
for up and coming creators,
non-union, by the way.
Yeah, well, of course.
People used to just sit in Washington Square Park and read a book,
smoke a joint,
and now you can't because people are screaming about what their favorite movies are or whatever.
And God forbid you refuse to participate in this a non-consensual set that is you're literally on the set of like a reality show that is again sponsored by Bilt. If you refuse to participate in it, then the video of you refusing goes viral, and it's like, look at this dumbass gay guy.
Like
he's so weird. He didn't want to participate in a video.
You know how Republicans are like, I'm afraid to go to New York City because I'll be murdered on the street.
Yes.
It's like, I too am afraid to go to New York City because I will be interviewed by someone I don't want to be interviewed by.
Yeah.
And I am scared of being that person.
Sometimes these people come up on my feed and I'm like, you don't seem to be having the interviewer, the person doing the man on the street thing. I'm like, were you chosen for this by some sort of like, it's like mandatory military service, but for doing man on the street videos? Because you don't seem to be having fun. You don't know what you're talking. There was this one person who asked people like what their favorite movies are, and then they say, and he's like, haven't seen that one.
No, I know the one you're talking about. They asked me if I wanted to do this one, and I was like, no.
Well, it's like he'll be like, and it's like a gay guy, and he's like, what's your favorite gay movie? And then someone will be like, an obvious choice, like Pink Flamingos, or
To Wong Fu.
Yes. And he's like, oh, haven't seen that one. And then the person will be like, yeah, it's like John Waters. He's like, oh, I don't know him.
End of clip. End of clip. And a little sound sting at the end. And it's like, what
are we doing?
We're getting so far away from like interesting content to just like two people talking, and they both look crazy enough that you're like, I guess I'll stick around.
It's actually like unintentional, like Andy Kaufman level alternative comedy, where it's how much can we deconstruct human interaction, where it's at some point it's just going to be someone staring into the screen, Marina Abramovich style, but it's like kind of a mediocre gay guy.
That's unfortunately a genius idea. I will say that we have weaponized sound sting and title card. Like now you put sound sting and title card on literally blank space, and you're like, that's my favorite show. There can be nothing else there as long as there's a sting and a title card.
Well, we're stripping down the initial thing that everyone's aiming for is what, like sitcom or talk show. Like, okay, that has certain parts. We're stripping them down, and it's like, what if a talk show was just the man on the street segment? What if it was just, the clip of two people having a conversation, and they're stripped down, and then at the end it's going to be like nature document. It's going to be like just footage of New York City,
which is a beautiful. We need to like accelerate to that,
and it's just a static image of New York City.
I would prefer if these people just kind of went around with a camera and kind of locked on to someone's conversation from far away. I would rather watch that be dropped into the middle of two random New Yorkers talking.
That would be beautiful. That would be really nice. It's funny to talk, of course, to critique this world while doing a podcast where our clip will end with a sting and a title card.
But this is a whole setup.
Well, this is long form.
This is long form. This is getting people into the long form. There is no long form.
There's no long form.
That's true.
Also, do you ever stop and think, what I am doing here is watching only ads? Like what clips are is ads for something else.
Yeah.
that you're never going to go and find.
Well, I'm finding
it's like what if you opened a magazine and it was literally just advertisements and you were just sitting, and that's just, you're sitting there like, oh, interesting. Oh, I don't like that one. Oh, and then that's it. That's your whole life.
Well, to be fair, when I do feel like magazines fell off because
it was all ads.
You literally open a Vogue and you're like, wait, that's an ad, that's an ad, that's an ad, that's an ad. And you're like, when does it get fun? Like, when am I like, ooh, how chic?
Yeah.
Like,
well, at least the ads in Vogue are chic though.
A little.
I don't know.
I don't know what's chic anymore.
I gotta get rid of my Vogue.
Do you subscribe?
I used to. I was like, I want to know. I want to
be Carrie.
I was like, I'm moving to the city. Like, I want to be Carrie.
Well, that's how I was with the New Yorker, where someone the other day was like, oh, I sent a link and they were like, oh, I don't subscribe. And I was like, I didn't know you could not subscribe to the New Yorker. To me, that was like my birthright. As soon as I moved to a major city, I have to get the New Yorker and then have a pile of it that I've never read.
I will say, back to your thing about Instagram entirely being ads, is that it does feel like I open it now and it's so foreign. No one on there I know anymore. It's just like different people trying to start a new show. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, no. And so it's like kind of losing its grip on me because I'm not feeling that like personal connection to it.
But you know what's funny is like you're saying, okay, it's not what it used to be. But then you think, when did I like it? Like, it's like, what am I looking for here when I keep scrolling?
I do think there was like a period of time where people hadn't figured out how to like be an influencer yet, but they were making content. And then you were able to like look them in the eyes and like see a person and like genuinely connect to them.
Yeah.
And now everybody's kind of like imitating somebody who is like doing a style that was recommended to them by their like marketing person or whatever. And so now it just seems like there's like people have a big personality, but it feels like there's a vacuum. Like there's nothing behind their eyes. They're just kind of being loud or like, I don't know, making a
big personality is an interesting phrase. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
I feel like maybe not big personality, but big sort of outfit swing.
Yeah, big outfit swing.
I feel like it's big outfit swing, some signifiers in hair and makeup that are like, I'm cool. And then that's like whatever comes after that.
Oh, the signifiers are everywhere.
Oh, the signifiers are signifiers.
It is the Matrix and the signifiers are bullets, and I am trying to avoid all of that. Signifier here, signifier there.
Yeah, and I'm uninterested. They're asking questions to someone, kind of banking on that person being interviewed being really entertaining, because then their reactions are just like, yes.
Or when they like the person says something and then the interviewer just looks to camera and is like, oh, yeah. And it's like the person just said, my favorite color is yellow or whatever. It's like, oh,
cut TurboTax. Sorry.
I love our world.
You can say TurboTax.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to
say it a couple times. Maybe
I don't want to step on
I would love
toes.
to be sponsored by TurboTax.
Yeah, they're so ethical.
Yeah, I don't.
Isn't it crazy that we have to do our own taxes? Hello. If we're going to use AI for something.
Well, okay, yeah, clip that.
Today I was at my gym, of course, and
I'm so jealous you already went.
Yeah, the morning does help. It was yesterday. I was in a horrible mood because I went after. That being said, they have a TV in the locker room that plays sort of local news.
Oh,
and the big game if it's on. But I was watching local news and there was like a commercial, and I was like, "This is entirely made of AI." I was like, "Wait, this happened without me knowing." Where like if you turn on just a normal channel, the commercials are AI now.
Yeah. So I recently read a Substack. Pause for effect.
Yay!
Wow!
And everyone gets out. The entire staff of iHeartRadio gets out. Wow!
That's awesome, George. Did you pay for it monthly or was it free?
No, it was one of the free ones.
Yeah,
I'm a free subscriber to this particular Substack.
That's what I thought.
By this guy Sam Chris, I believe is his name. But there was usually some controversy where a short story or something won some award, and then it was revealed that it was written by AI. Okay. And so then he was making the point, he was like, yes, obviously this is written by AI, but guess what? If you just like have your third eye open, you will notice so many things around us are written by AI. And one of the examples he mentioned was the show The Miniature Wife. And I was like, okay, you're taking this too far. Like, I don't think The Miniature Wife was written by AI. And then he started quoting parts of it, like pieces of dialogue, because he watched it. And I'm like, It's written by AI.
Is it?
Like, no human would write this.
I can't believe that you were so quick to defend the miniature wife.
By the way, I was like, I don't think Elizabeth Banks would work on an AI project.
Well, I mean, the premise of the miniature wife, I'm saying this is the most original concept I've heard in decades.
Yeah, there's a wife, but she's tiny.
But she's tiny?
I actually was really, I was really defending the miniature wife because when it came out and people were like, this is a 30 Rock joke, I'm like, it's self-aware, dumbass.
Idiot.
They don't think they're making The Godfather, but it's the miniature Godfather. Like, they know it's funny
Well,
that
they
the wife is
that.
miniature. Do you think they don't know that it's funny that the wife is miniature?
I'm glad
you're the dumb one.
We have the same reaction. When people react to like a title being funny,
It's
I'm
like, it's
give
funny.
it a chance. Give it a chance.
I'm just like, I don't, or it's like that other, there was that trailer for that movie where it's like, there's one night a year you can have sex. Do you know about this?
Oh.
It's like a rom-com and the premise is they live in a dystopian
yeah,
society.
Dua
yeah.
Lipa's
It's like
husband is in
Dua
it.
Lipa's husband is in
saw
it, Callum
that.
Turner,
Oh.
and some other girl. The girl from A Complete Unknown. And people were like, okay, so I guess it's funny that they live in a fascist theocracy. It's like, maybe.
Well,
Have you seen The Producers?
I think what was making me laugh about the miniature wife is it was like, okay, we've done so many. Oh, to me, I saw it and I was like, okay, we've done so many shows about like a straight couple that now it's like, what can we give them to kind of make them interesting? Oh, I know, we'll make the wife tiny. and that's kind of where we're at.
I love a big swing. Like I saw the miniature wife and I said, okay, how did we get here? I'm like, I'm gonna want to see this pilot.
Well, of course I want to know how she got tiny. That is really big. I want to
Really
know
funny.
that.
In this Substack, the guy hadn't fact checked, so he kept calling the show The Littlest Wife. And he was making this like really like passionate argument against AI. And he was like, and in The Littlest Wife, she says this. And I'm like, well, it is the miniature wife.
He said this was written by a human. Notice my mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That is interesting. Can he prove that the miniature wife is AI, or is it just
Here's the
a
thing.
guess?
He can't prove it, but I'm kind of like, I actually like that he's not trying to prove it because he's like my human eye. What he's basically saying is believe in your human capability of judging what is human. When you look at something like you're looking at these ads, you know something is off. Like all we have left is our human judgment. And if we just like accept that this is the new normal, then we will also start thinking like AI and then there's no going back.
Yeah, I think that's why. I mean, you would hope that that's why the miniature wife would be kind of a truly human concoction, because you would hope that maybe AI wouldn't come up with what a wife tiny man.
And in the miniature wife's defense, and I do think the idea to make the wife miniature was a human idea. I think it's just the dialogue that was written by AI.
They're putting out a statement. The idea to make, of course, the idea to make the wife miniature was all human, 100% conceived by people.
But I also do think that is the argument that pro AI people are making, where they're like, well, the ideas are human, but you don't want a human to write like, you know, the cold open. Like it's like AI is a tool.
Yeah.
So
and that's
people love to say that.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it keeps going, where people are like, oh, you shouldn't be using AI for this. And then they're like, hey, we came up with the idea of what the movie was going to be. And then AI made the
human
movie.
part. Yeah, like the human part is the idea. And the execution part, like the workers, can be replaced. So it's sort of like the manager can be human. The workers should be robots.
We can buy an idea from a person, and then the robot can write that idea. But that's not a big deal.
Yeah, you can come up with the prompt.
Yeah.
Wife miniature.
Hey, people came up with the prompts. People came up with wife miniature.
Write a show about a wife who's miniature.
Now, was it the AI's idea to put the miniature wife on a little train set? Yeah, but we knew that the wife was going to be tiny.
They're interviewing the writer on like inside the writer's studio, and he's like, when I was coming up with the prompt, I was going back and forth between what if a wife is miniature and what if a miniature is a wife, and they came back with such different things for each one.
Yeah.
And my job as a writer is to choose which one made the more sense.
And you know, the first execs I went to, they were like, what if the wife was huge? And I was like, you don't get it. You don't get it. You're trying to take my idea and change it.
Although this is interesting. What if the wife was huge?
What if the wife was
huge?
So
that actually could have been a more interesting story.
Well, I think that it is not a coincidence that Trump is president and we're making the wife small.
That's very true.
I think and
but they made Sydney Sweeney big.
Okay.
Well, that was different.
Was that a dream? I haven't seen the show.
That was fetish content.
It was fetish content. Whereas the miniature wave, of course, could never be fetish content.
Well, that's true.
That's interesting.
That's true. Maybe because the wife, Sydney Sweeney's not a wife yet. Wife.
No, she got married in the show. That I've seen.
Well, she leaves him sort of.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess again, never seen the show.
Big.
There's so many clips of the show. I have no idea what it's about.
She's big
Every
when she
show,
leaves
it's like Sydney Sweeney saying the R word, and then it's like, so is this about high school?
Yeah.
No, season 3 of Euphoria was one of the worst things I've ever had to see. That being said, Sam Levinson, I do stand. I am the Idol's #1 fan.
Well, you just stand behind anyone with your name. Any Sam.
True, any Sam.
Any Sam, you're on their side.
No, you're like, at least someone's dreaming.
Wait, what are you referring to?
Sam Levinson.
Oh.
He's like, at least he's having fun out there.
I do think he took some big swings making this last one. And
the big issue with the last one is that it was just so boy. The whole thing was, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Let me guess.
Yeah.
Shooting, drugs.
Yeah.
Prostitution.
Kind of fighting. And it's like, what happened to high school?
Whatever happened to high school?
What happened to knitting, macrame?
Right.
That's what my examples of things that are women related.
You're here watching Euphoria season 3 and you're going, why do women all have to do OnlyFans now? Whatever happened to women doing macrame?
Whatever happened to staying in the home?
Yeah. Knitting. Making
hello. Making a nice roast.
Yeah. Well, I think I haven't seen The Miniature Wife, of course, but at least...
Imagine if you had. You suddenly come out as having seen The Miniature Wife. I would walk out.
Can I tell you? I did start it. Like,
no!
You
are insane.
I hit play on The Miniature Wife because I was like, I've got to know more.
Well, I will say...
But I didn't. I fell asleep during...
I don't want to dox him, but someone we know that is sort of in the industry.
Okay.
Who? Dox him.
Pausing to be like, yeah, everyone is in the industry.
Looking at me, which I think is really interesting. If I'm sort of outside.
This is someone we know that writes about the entertainment industry is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
So he has access to like Nielsen proprietary tools that you have to pay for, whatever. And at one point he was over at my apartment and he was like, looking up the Nielsen streaming rating. So it's like the top 10 most popular shows on Nielsen. And he was like, what do you think is #1? And I was like, of course, one of the Taylor Sheridan shows, like, I don't know, some sitcom I've never heard of, whatever. It was The Miniature Wife. Meanwhile, I thought it was a flop.
I mean,
because in my community, no one has seen The Miniature Wife. But it turns out all across America, they have Miniature Wife fever.
But that's not, I think they're like canceling it already.
Oh, okay.
So it can't be a...
I think there is something about hooking people because here we are, despite all our talk about how it's flopping, here we are devoting 30 plus minutes.
Yeah, and today's episode is brought to you by The Miniature Wife.
Yeah, which is canceled, we believe.
Which is canceled, but the first season is still up for your considerations for all the awards.
And watch it.
Best Miniature Performance, Elizabeth Banks.
You know what I would love is if The Miniature Wife won an Emmy and then she had to accept she did kind of like an old school, when they used to have like the like Shrek would accept the
like
Emmy.
Yoda. Yeah.
Except in character.
Yeah.
And then her like climbing up the Emmy being like, you guys, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's fun. That's really
we used
fun.
to have whimsy.
I know, it's crazy.
Wow.
Well, they did put Baby Yoda on the red carpet.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
You know what else? I saw the Mandalorian movie.
Well, yeah, but that I expected you to see.
Well,
you were so excited about it.
Well, because I needed to see Baby Yoda and Babu Frick interact.
You taught me that Baby Yoda's real name is Grogu.
Grogu. Grogu.
He's not actually Baby Yoda. He's a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there can be lots of them.
Yeah. So
I guess I didn't realize that Yoda is a species.
It's a species.
You thought he was kind of a man who
Yes.
ended up looking like that?
You thought he was a miniature wife.
I thought he was like a god figure, and that's what he looks like.
He was kind of in the swamp long enough that he got
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I thought it was just like a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, pretty boring film if you ask me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, you got Jeremy Allen White plays Baby Jabba the Hutt. and it's one of the worst.
What?
Wait.
Jeremy Allen White plays Baby Jabba the Hutt.
Is it a voice performance? Is it animated? Is he in prosthetics?
He is giving a vocal performance.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't think that's who you want for a vocal performance.
And again, we should put him in prosthetics and he should be in that thing.
And talk about AI writing. The whole thing is, I just wish my dad was a better guy. I'm not like my dad. Every line.
That's what Baby Jabba the Hutt
is saying?
And the dad is Jabba the Hutt? Imagine you have daddy issues, it's Jabba the Hutt.
It was so stupid. It was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
Huh.
Yeah, I already kind of feel for Baby Jabba the Hutt, if I can be so honest.
So the whole point of this movie is like, what if they were all babies?
Star Wars babies?
Like, it's kind of like with the My Little Pony where they're all baby ponies.
Well, Jabba the Hutt's son is at, a teen or even 20s potentially, but I don't know how
so it's
long.
like Euphoria.
Kinda.
He's like smoking weed.
Yeah, they're like doing heroin.
He lives in a fighting ring.
Oh. What the fuck are you talking about?
I like that you're improving this plot. I think that's really fun.
Should we do our first segment?
Let's do our first segment.
Hayden, I'm like so happy you're here.
Me too.
This is like such a good
We
vibe.
needed like a comedian.
And like, we love our non-comedian guests, obviously. But then we come in so stressed and we're like,
We're so stiff and weird.
And I do want to say something about this because I've noticed podcasts are kind of moving in this trend of like having people who are like popular or like famous on. And
to be clear, we're not looking for popular or famous. But go ahead.
The people we're nervous around are obscure.
Yeah, no, they're obscure. And by the way, fewer people listen. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm kind of, I like will get like 15 minutes into an episode of something and I'll be like, okay, well this feels like painful. Like this doesn't feel like they're friends.
No, completely.
And we've just met, but I know you.
We've known each other.
Yeah, but spiritually we've known each other since birth.
We've known each other forever because we all kind of, the blood and the spirit kind of flows through us the alternative gay comedy community.
Yes, of course.
And I'm pulling
it's
you
a rich
back.
Tradition.
And I'm pulling you guys are trying to get into that. I'm pulling
Absolutely
you
not.
back.
I don't know where I would go.
Okay.
No, every time we have a non-comedian on, I'm like, should we change the entire structure of the show and have it be like a deep interview about like their childhood trauma?
And I'll be like fun for like 10 minutes and then I'll start to disassociate and be like, what am I doing here? Like be like, this is the last thing I'm good at.
Yeah. And then you guys are throwing ads more and more.
Yeah, more and more. We just did an ad for Febreze.
Oh, hey, I've heard. And can I say, I was listening to a kind of a fucked up history podcast, and you two pop on talking about Febreze. Your guys' Febreze ad is everywhere.
I didn't know we'd gone global.
I actually think our Febreze ad is really good.
I think so too.
I haven't heard it yet.
Yeah, it's really good. I heard it.
I thought about Febreze. I was like, and wait, sorry, I don't want to.
No, please.
But I'll say I wasn't thinking about Febreze,
and now you're thinking about it constantly.
And then and now I'm thinking about like, I wish my home kind of smelled like a bit more
wait
like
till you hear
lavender.
about their Pride campaign.
Okay.
Our first segment is called Straight Shooters, and in this segment, we gauge your familiarity with and complicity in straight culture by asking you a series of rapid-fire questions where you have to choose this thing or this other thing, and the one rule is you can't ask any follow-up questions about how the game works. Just choose.
Okay.
Trusting your gut or strutting your stuff?
Strutting your stuff.
Chipotle mayo or everybody say Ayo?
Chipotle mayo?
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button or the Bicurious Phase of Lindsay Lohan?
The Bicurious Phase of Lindsay Lohan.
La Isla Bonita or Can I See Your Fita?
Can I see your fita? Please.
God, you are going so postmodern with it these days. Coming from an erotic massage or... She's coming. It's Michelle Visage.
Coming from an erotic massage.
A pitch perfect performance or a rich affect that's gorgeous?
A pitch perfect performance.
Frame mogging clavicular or brainstorming nothing in particular?
Brainstorming nothing in particular.
And I feel like I've maybe done this one before, but it came to me again and I'm having to respect that. So... Gucci Gucci Louis Louis Fendi Fendi Prada or supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Wow. I think what you're thinking, I once did one that was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious or super, call me Friday, let's just expedite the process. Which to this day is maybe the best straight shooter I've ever written in my life. Good. And that's actually how you know AI could never, because sometimes I don't do this anymore, but in the past, sometimes I would, if I was really struggling with coming up with him, I would go to rhymezone.com and like try to rhyme something. And it could never come up with super call me Friday. Let's just expedite the process. Like, and that's how you know that only a human mind
well,
can come up with a miniature wife.
When they have the right cadence.
Yeah, and I do want to say that I wouldn't say that most of those rhymes.
No.
But they do
well, that's the thing.
And
they would not have been as funny if they did rhyme.
Yeah. Okay, and
so we rate our guests on a scale of 0 to 1,000 dubs.
Great.
And that was a really amazing performance.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. This isn't no fault of your own, but we've recently been giving a lot of high scores and we're like due for a low one. And I'm trying to not give it to you because you don't deserve a low one.
Yeah. But when was the last time you guys had a trans person on this podcast?
We have trans people on this podcast all the time.
Okay, just checking before you pick
to be
me
clear.
In particular to give the low score.
In fact, we have had. Get ready for this. Are you ready for?
Are
you ready for this?
Comes up
are you ready for this fact? I have a crazy fact for you.
Okay,
we have had 3 trans Pulitzer Prize winners on this podcast. What do you have to say to that? And where's your Pulitzer Prize?
Give me the low score. Give me the low score then. Give me the low score.
I had that realization the other day when I was stoned.
That's right. George smokes weed.
Yeah.
That's.
But you thought he was fucking.
I'm not smoke weed. You Pulitzer Prize winners. That's really cool.
Well, I'm gonna be insane and say 1,000 dubs.
Yeah, it's 1,000 dubs.
Aw, yay!
Maybe
I should write a book. I'll get that prize.
I think we need to encourage you to get that Pulitzer.
Okay,
I think it can happen for you.
I'll get.
Is Pulitzer only book?
No, of course. Think about the ones we've had.
Interview.
No. Each of our guests has won it for a different category.
Okay, if you guys can name them, maybe I can figure out which one I can.
Okay, so Cole Escola won for theater.
Okay, well,
Tori Peters won for fiction.
That's also
and Andrea Longchu won for criticism. So those are out, but you could still win for poetry.
Okay.
You could win for like something more journalistic. Like if you want to do photojournalism, maybe we'll send you to Botswana and you can go on a sort of nature photography type thing.
What if I kind of take like one picture of like Trump where he kind of like looks sort of
editorial photography? Yeah, you could definitely like cover of New York Magazine.
Yeah,
he's like in shadow.
Yes, and there's kind of like a strange kind of background, and you know he's kind of looks, his shadow has become like an old tree.
I mean,
or whatever.
Yes.
I'm hearing the Pulitzer Committee start getting the engraving machine roll, sort of like starting so that it can start engraving.
It takes a couple of years.
To warm up.
Yeah, I'll say that your other guests kind of took the ones that seem more like kind of fun and up my alley.
Totally.
I'll work on poetry.
You could do like book length nonfiction, like if you want to write a memoir.
Okay. Oh, I should.
That's kind of a classic thing that a queer creator can do, is write a memoir.
Yeah, and people do really like it.
People do love it.
People love it.
Yeah, it's like 6 chapters of my coming out story.
Exactly.
That was like an hour long.
Yeah, and it ends with, and then I did StraightioLab.
Yeah.
And then I looked around and I said, I'm home. I'm home. And I said that twice.
Yeah. And, oh my God.
You turn the page, it says it again.
Yeah, I'm home. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
That'd be really moving.
Well, I've always said that. Well, I actually did not invent saying this, but another gig I did, and then I've been kind of claiming it as my own. But Rich Joswiak once said that Bell Hooks' legacy is less talented people trying to sound like her. Do you know what I mean? It's
oh my God,
people trying to have that cadence of like, love is when a feather touches another person, but you are the chicken.
Yes. Yeah, I've been noticing this, especially with like some, I think more popular like queer people, where I think they are kind of getting on stage and saying something that like reads as like pretty insightful, but it's like, this is maybe insightful to like my cousin that like only met like one gay person in their life. Like,
and guess what? the cousin community is way bigger than the community you're a part of.
I know. It's so tough.
It's a world. We're living in a world of cousins, and
cousins
they're
are
buying
holding this
tickets.
country up.
They are buying tickets to arena shows of people telling them, that love is
the answer. And it seems profound, and
Totally.
they present themselves as profound, but I think they might actually be like maybe a little dumb.
completely, or maybe a lot.
Maybe a lot. Maybe a lot. Hot take.
Potentially.
Yeah, and I want to say that it is every day I get more and more upset that the two biggest trans comedians are and JVN. The two ones who are doing arenas.
Well, JVN is so iconic. Like,
I'm kind of obsessed in a weird way.
Like clips of JVN stand up are like, talk about like the miniature wife level human genius. There was one clip where they're like, I used to do meth. Now I clean the kitchen counter. Like, it's just like, that's the and then jingle, no. See me on tour.
Let's get into the topic.
Yeah.
Hayden, what is your straight topic today?
Okay, my straight topic is straight birthday parties, specifically but not limited to birthdays at Barcades.
Whoa.
Because here's where I'm coming at this.
Please.
There is a Dave & Buster's in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
People are, I don't know if you've had this experience yet. My straight friends often are like, oh, I know what I'll do. For my birthday, everyone can come out to Dave & Buster's. I am not welcome at Dave & Buster's. Me walking into a Dave & Buster's is the equivalent of me walking into the RNC. Like, it is terrifying. There are people on the TV saying to get me out of there.
It's like you're walking into one of those Jubilee videos that's like one trans person, 50 conservatives.
Dave & Buster's. It is like, and they are mad at me. They are mad at me for being in there. They're like, why would you come here? I'm trying to have a beer while my kid screams at the basketball thing where they shoot the basketballs.
Yeah.
It feels like, and it just, I guess really the broad part of straight culture here is that I feel like my straight friends, and it's okay, but do not take into consideration like maybe what might be a really terrifying place for somebody that's not maybe like a cis woman to
a miniature wife.
Yeah. That's not the miniature wife. The miniature wife could walk into a Dave & Buster's and everyone would go crazy.
They cheer.
But I'm the huge wife.
I mean, the most obvious,
but honey, I'm the huge wife and they don't want to see me in there.
You RSVPing. I'm going to have to RSVP no because I am the huge wife.
I'm the huge wife.
The Dave & Buster's website is like, no huge wives, no flip-flops.
I walk into Dave & Buster's and there's like a height requirement for how tall a woman can be before they go in there. And I'm not passing the test.
Okay, so my just sort of spitballing here. My most obvious interpretation of what you're saying is that like Dave & Buster's is nostalgia for people who like had a good time in high school.
Yeah.
It's like for them, they think of a Dave & Buster's and they're like, remember when everything was better? And then for you think about it and you're like, remember when I like hated my life?
Yeah. Remember when that kid like slammed me into a wall in the laser tag arena because they knew I was the F slur?
Yeah.
and you guys have said that I can't say faggot on this podcast.
Yeah,
you specifically.
It's just not right.
Cis women can.
Yeah. Must be this short.
And you guys
just like
go,
that.
and you guys go.
And we go diva. It is funny when like straight people don't know when they're being exclusionary. Like, because there is such a thing, but they're like, well, no, I'm being normal. And you're like, no.
It reminds me of when straight people try to like effortlessly include gay people in wedding activities of being like, there's like, my bridesmaids and there's one of them is a gay guy, or like, or even worse, the gay guy, since he's a guy, he can go on the groom's side. And they just think like, it'll work itself out. And it's like, I'm dying here.
This is not going to work itself out. And I want you to have your little thing. Like,
of course.
I'm not asking you to not do your birthday there. I'm not, but what I'm asking for is like, it's always these like big life events.
Yes.
And I feel like by abstaining, I'm saying I don't care about you as a friend, or I don't care that you're I don't care that it's your birthday. I don't care that you're getting married. I don't care that your short film's coming out. But
it's that one often is true.
But it's like, I do care, but you're asking me to go into an actively hostile environment.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not having my birthday party at the Eagle because I know it would exclude people.
Yes.
Because I'm like, this is just for me. You can go to Dave & Buster's with your squad whenever you want.
Yes,
but don't have a big party there.
I will say not to call you out, you would have your birthday party at the Eagle and then be weirded out if someone didn't.
George, I have never done that.
One time,
in all of my years,
we were in DC.
All of my years, I've never done that.
We were in DC, and Sam's sister, who has 3 kids, came to our show, and then afterwards we were like, we're all gonna go to a bar, and then we're like, where should we go? And then Sam was like, maybe somewhere gay. Do you remember this?
Of course I remember this. Oh. George, because it was my night too. And this was my show, and I wanted to go where I wanted to go. And that's okay.
Yes. Yes.
This is his sister, mom's night out. She has 3 kids at home. She hasn't been out in 4 months. He's like, should we go to a gay bar?
George, I did a show, and it was my night too. And I was visiting DC, and I had... unbelievable.
And I do think there is I think there are. I've been saying, Nicole Page Brooks says fag bar, and I really like fag bar. I think fag bar is
She's one of our best.
Yeah. I think there's fag bars where you can bring. I did my birthday at High Tops Los Feliz.
Very tasteful.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
High Tops Los Feliz during the day because I'm I have a lot of straight friends. I also want to be in a gay space.
But it's also a sports bar.
It's also a sports bar.
So it's intersectional.
Everyone's welcome.
Everyone kind of gets what they want. And I think that space is important, where it's either a straight leaning gay bar or a gay straight people come on in bar.
Yeah.
Not to say that that's High Tops Los Feliz, but that is the experience I've had there most of the time.
I mean, that space is it does feel like a straight bar, but then you're actually, you are allowed to be gay here.
Yeah, that's how I'm doing kind of gay makeout at my birthday, but also there are very straight heterosexual writers who I work with there, but it's okay that I'm doing what I'm doing.
High Tops Los Feliz is what if Disneyland kind of tried to make a gay bar in Los Feliz?
Yeah, it's an interesting space.
You sort of keep thinking Daisy is going to come out and sign autographs.
Daisy in a little baseball outfit.
I will say it's one of those spaces that I do go to, and I can feel my health bar running out. I only have so long here, and then I have to go somewhere where I can really queen out.
Yeah, and I remember one time I did a birthday, and the after I was anyone who stays late we'll go to Akbar, and I like Akbar.
That's nice.
And hopefully, most of the straight people will have left, and the ones that are left behind kind of have an aura of bisexuality. So it's not a big.
Well, the longer
deal.
you stay out, the more bisexual you become.
Yeah, the more bisexual everyone becomes.
Literally,
it's true.
And I think the people who are kind of more people have been coming out recently. Have you noticed this?
Oh, it's constant.
It's crazy. When I find out that people weren't gay, it's shocking to me. This is just whatever.
Wait, you're saying people are gay people are coming out as bi, or straight people are coming out as bi?
No, sorry. I've been finding out that people that I would have assumed have been gay their whole lives came out in the last year or two. I meet a lesbian and I'm well, this is this is the number 1 lesbian in the world. This is the head of the lesbian community.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then they're I came out last year. And that's really shocking to me.
That's kind of freaky.
Yeah. I don't know if this is happening to you guys at all.
Here I go again. I feel like it's more
it's
common in LA.
Of an LA thing.
It's more common in LA
yeah.
because I think you can get away with being all dating here is bad. Maybe I'm just bad at dating. And then suddenly you're oh.
Well, LA is a very lesbian city.
Yeah, I see that. And New York is a very gay guy city.
Yeah.
Because, and obviously there are so many iconic lesbians in New York,
of course.
Fran Lebowitz, end of list. But, New York, it's always the theme of New York is we have to save Ginger's, the last remaining lesbian bar.
Yeah, there's always, the GoFundMe is constant.
There's always a lesbian bar opens with a GoFundMe to keep it going. They're we're opening, we have money for 2 weeks. And then after that we're switching to the GoFundMe model.
We gotta protect the lesbian bars. I like being able to go there.
They're the best.
They're nice. And yeah, sometimes there are a few gay bars that I even feel are really that fun at this point.
I know.
It's they're kind of getting more like Kathy Hilton is now running WeHo or whatever. You guys
Well,
see this?
WeHo is like
WeHo's Grand Marshal for the Pride Parade is Kathy Hilton.
Oh.
Which is, to me, crazy.
But don't you think that WeHo's always, it's like how Lisa Vanderpump used to run WeHo. Like it's always some woman like that running WeHo.
And I think it's just becoming more and more like, I don't know, it's getting scarier over there.
WeHo's, whenever I've been over there, I'm sort of like what year is it?
No, it's completely alienating.
I'm like, what culture are you consuming?
Yeah.
It's really freaky.
They're trying to like trap themselves in 2015 or something. And it's not working. And it's like the cracks are.
No, completely. It's like going to Amish country, but for them, they like haven't gotten streaming yet. So they're like watching live. They're like watching Will and Grace.
Yeah. I'm like, you think wearing like little red like athletic shorts is hot? Like we don't do that anymore.
We don't do that anymore.
It's not 2003.
No, we're doing really long Carhartt work shorts.
Yeah, gay guys.
But then a belly shirt.
The good gay guys are looking like workers now. Are looking like slutty little workers.
So they are. It's complicated because it's like first they looked like fully workers. You are right. And then they were like, wait, we have to walk it back a little bit. So now it's worker pants, but then like limited to belly shirt on top.
Yeah, I like that. That's really good.
I like that.
I like that. I went to the Eagle in LA with one of my partners this last weekend, and like it's like a very femme person, like kind of trans femme person, and I had a moment of being like, wow, we're the only two femme people in this entire room, and it is like and I loved it. I was like, I want to be in spaces like this all the time, but they of course don't want me there. They don't want me there at all.
I feel like the LA Eagle celebrates it.
I wonder sometimes. I'm trying to think how it is in LA. In New York, I'm trying to phrase this the right way. I'm trying to phrase this the right way. Like, I would say there is an increasing solidarity, specifically between gay guys and trans girls, almost exclusionary of other parts of the community.
I think that's true.
It's like, it's very like, I think Twinks versus Dolls was very instrumental in making this happen.
Yeah.
I think obviously club culture, gay guys and trans girls are overrepresented compared to like lesbians and like bisexual married women.
Let's
you know what I mean?
Let's get them.
And so I find like I'm often in a quote unquote mixed group that is those two communities hanging out together.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we have the language yet to describe what that is.
Yeah.
That's your Pulitzer.
Would you say that?
That's what I'm reading
like literally. Like, because it's also, it's complicated. It's almost like we had to all lose each other to find each other again. Like we had to be like,
go on different journeys
and then find each other again.
Yeah, but there's always going to be that thing of like, I was a gay boy and all of these people were gay boys, and as long as you guys don't go, well, you can only become a gay man
right.
after that, like then we can all kind of connect on this kind
and I think that's what it is. It's
shared experience.
Yes, I think it's like recognizing the shared experience without being problematic about it.
Yes, definitely. Now it gets really quiet.
No, I'm like, that was first of all very profound.
Thank you.
Two, I want to take it into a less profound direction.
Perfect.
Yeah. So here's what I'm struggling with that I need you guys to help me with.
Yeah.
Is like, what am I supposed to do for my birthday these days?
Thank you for bringing it back to birthdays.
Because the thing, as we get older, I feel that like my friend group, and maybe it's because of moving, and like everyone is so disparate. Like I'm like, I have the comedy people, I have the comedy people from my past, I have the comedy people from my present. I have like gay guys I've met in the last year. I have like queer friends from comedy. It's like and none of them know each other. And I'm sort of like, do I pick one?
Yeah.
And I'm stuck.
I tried to do everyone this past time. Like I was kind of like, okay, just everyone on my close, like, you know, like come out, like maybe we can make it work. And it did kind of work. I do think probably the best thing to do is dancing, because what is the universal language?
That's true. We can all speak it.
Of course it is dance. It's music and dance. But I don't know. It is getting hard to do birthdays, I think.
I want to have a pool party.
Pool party's really good too.
Yeah, pool party. Yeah.
But then it's like, so like random comedians going to be hanging out with like the hottest gay guys on earth? That's not going to go right.
I don't think they will even speak to each other. I think there will be different groups.
They're not going to get mad at each other?
Think about your wedding.
That was tasteful.
No, I'm not saying... Excuse me. What are you arguing?
You're like, I want it both to be an orgy and a networking event.
I'm just saying,
might be difficult.
Okay. I see. You don't want it to be tasteful.
I don't want it to be tasteful. I want it to be like a fun day. Like where I'm like, yeah.
Then I think it becomes
dark room.
Well, I think you had a dark room. Well, it's like how allowed are we, because we're in community with so many people as comedians, how allowed are we to extract the people that are fun out of that group?
Well, that's the big question.
And leave behind the people that are kind of annoying. Yeah. Because I will say this to people and everyone will be like, just invite the ones you want. It's your birthday.
They love to say that.
We know that
goes horribly.
That goes horribly. I get in trouble.
Also, when you ask people for advice and they give you something like that, it's like, can you fucking be serious? I trusted you to have this conversation. You know that what you're saying is bullshit.
Maybe we grow up. I'm not 8 years old.
Like, why are you speaking to me in like throw pillow language? Like, let's get down to brass tacks. What do I do?
Well, yeah, they'll be like, just invite who you want. It's like, well, this is why everyone hates you.
Yeah, that's why you're not invited. Yeah, I don't know how to pull those people out.
And like almost what I want to do is like from the hours of 12 to 4 is comedy time.
Okay.
And then 4 to 8 is like I'm kind of wanting you to
and then the burlesque performer comes.
This is actually, you've maybe stumbled upon something incredible, which is to do 2 separate invites. One from 4 to 7 for comedy people, one from 7 to 11 that is gay guys. And people might stay, but they will all think that it is from the same invitation. Like nobody will.
Yeah, because they will just think gay guys are naturally late and more night owls.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
they're gonna go, well, of course this faggot's showing up.
Yes, and then to your point about people becoming more bisexual as time goes by, it's perfect because then the people in the first tier, maybe they'll discover their bisexuality, by 7 p.m.
Yes.
Suddenly they're staying for 7 to 11.
They're having their first gay experience.
By the end of the night, they're doing poppers.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
actually could work.
I'm like not doing a bit anymore.
Yeah.
Like I'm no longer on the podcast. I'm talking to you, Sam.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Someone listens to this episode and then gets the invite for 3 p.m. They're like, what the fuck?
You think I'm just a comedian?
It's a gay comedian.
That you're a 3 p.m. is like, yeah, I would love if you did like kind of a 6 to 8. That's like you're on the verge. Because I think I'm cussed. I know that I'm not.
I'm cussed too.
I know that I'm not hot gay guy late in the night, but I'm also a comedian. So I think I can stick around.
Yeah, you can be in both.
It will be fun. It will be fun.
Wow. Okay, so to bring it to gay versus straight, what's happening here is interesting because the gay impulse is, what can I best do to accommodate everyone and make sure everyone has a good experience? And it's like you are basically paralyzed with choice because you don't want one person to feel left out. Whereas as you're saying, the straight impulse is to be like, you can come to Dave & Buster's, bitch.
Yeah. And they're
totally.
Like they are not thinking, they're just sort of like, basically it's a lack of empathy because they're thinking, I like Dave & Buster's, I am person.
And it's my turn.
And there's almost a like kind of woke liberal energy to it where they're like, well, of course you can come to Dave & Buster's. Mm-hmm. You're my trans friend, but I'm not ashamed to be seen with you in Dave & Buster's.
It's like, it's not about you being ashamed. It's about me feeling safe.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you being proud to be with me is besides the
because
point.
For them, you are like adding diversity.
Yeah, and I'm one of the few people.
Yeah.
I'm one of the few people.
And I would say this also goes back to the wedding thing of like, straight people are actually really proud that they're like, look at the photo. See her?
Yes.
Right.
Do you see him? Do you see how one of the bridesmaids is a guy? Bet you didn't think I was capable of that.
Yeah. This one, and he was crazy. You were completely quiet the whole night. You didn't say a thing.
One of my favorite tropes is when, God bless them, but like women who have only like one gay friend, oversell how crazy and funny it is, and it's like some guy that works at like Merck Pharmaceuticals. It's like, oh my god, Phil is always saying the craziest stuff.
Yeah, and he's just like, where are you guys going for your honeymoon? And they're like, you're nuts.
I had this insane experience once where I was like invited to a part of the wedding. Like they were like, the ceremony's really small, the reception's really small, but like
you were at the 3 p.m.
I literally, they were like, come dance, like come. And it was like in New York. I was living in New York. I was like, of course we'll pop in. How fun.
Yeah.
And then like, I didn't realize the moment I walked in the door, I was hired help. Like I not paid, of course, but it was like dance. Like, and I was like, oh, I'm getting a drink. And she was like, why aren't you dancing? Why aren't you dancing? And there was like, and she was even like, why don't you go request a song? Go request a song from the DJ. I'm like, it's your wedding. I would never do that. She's like, be crazy, be gay.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? It was scary.
Yeah, it is like you're bringing your little kind of energy to it in hopes that will make it more fun and cool. But that is not our responsibility. We just want to, here's the truest thing. We just want to show up for our friends. We just want to be nice.
Yeah, and maybe not get hate crimed in the process.
Yeah. And that's all I'm looking for. It's like, if you're going to have your birthday at a brewery, let's check the vibe of the brewery maybe. And
I know, it's so, sometimes it's even just the word brewery, like
no, I get chills.
It's like a straight person, it's like how they feel a warmth, they feel like comfort. Yes. And then I hear the word brewery and I'm just like, it's like, oh, I can do it. And it's like, I don't want to be like that, but I can't not.
Yeah. And I want them to do what they want to do. I just want to be absolved of not going, really.
Yeah.
You have a doctor's note. It's like, my patient is LGBTQ.
Yes.
She can't attend this party.
It's like, I never RSVP no, I just ignore it. But I want to RSVP no, little comment.
For safety reasons.
LGBTQ.
Good reason.
That's...
Wait, I'm having the craziest memory that is literally related to your idea of, or your joint idea of 3 to 7, 7 to 11.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's how I'm getting my Pulitzer.
At my wedding, we had a ceremony and dinner, and then an after party where more people were invited because it was like a bigger bar and it was like dancing, whatever. The people that were invited to the ceremony were not told there would be an after party. Like, there was no like extra invite because we were like, they'll hear about it through word of mouth. Like, we'll all say at the end, like, we're all going to the bar after, right? Mm-hmm. So, but then the people that were invited only to the after party, of course, did get an email that's like, hey, come celebrate with us at Julia's. Here's what happened. Straight people from the main event heard that all these gay guys had been invited to an after party and became offended. They were like, oh, so are we not invited to the gay guy dance party? We're like your safe for work friends, and we're only ceremony and dinner, and we're not invited to the after party. And I was like, no, I promise that's not what the thinking was. The thinking was like, we would all walk over together. You guys don't need to get a separate email about it. But then like people, I think to this day, were like, I don't think that's true.
That's interesting.
And I want to say, you are allowed to do that.
I promise I wasn't doing that.
I agree.
But it's like,
I can fully see being offended.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like, well, yeah, I can come, but I didn't get the email.
Because to me, it was more chic to be like, secret.
Word
There's an
mouth.
after party.
It
like,
feels less planned.
Yeah. And it's fun because then the people that did get the separate invite are already there. So then everyone walks over together. Suddenly it's a bunch of gay guys.
And what is the energy of the straight people who are like, because that's really specific, being like,
you know what I think it is?
Why can't I come to the gay guy after party?
It was actually straight people that are cool and would be hanging out with the gay guys. And I think they had this moment of being like, I thought I was cool enough. Like, I thought I was gay guy adjacent enough for this, but George thinks I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, I've worked my whole life.
I read all the books.
I've read all the books. I have so many gay friends. I'm not like the girl who has only one gay friend named Phil who works at Merck Pharmaceuticals, and still it's not enough. Like, no matter what I do.
Oh,
wow,
that's interesting.
Yeah. But I do just. It would suck to find out that you're the 3 to 7 friend. Even now, like, as as a woman, of course, I am going, oh, wow, I hope I don't miss out on the gay guy party. But it is valid to not include me in the gay guy party.
Well, it's also, of course, protect me from what I want, because then you go to the gay party and it's like, get me out of here. Often.
Yeah. Well, the only time I think that is when I show up to a gay guy party and I go, oh, the politics in this room are way different than I was anticipating.
Well, gay guy party, we use the term as sort of a monolith, but it can really vary in tone and style.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. There is like really fun dancing. It's like, oh, I know these songs. Like, this is great. And then there is like, oh, these people are scary.
They're all fully on G and their eyes are darting from corner to corner.
Yeah. And I walk by, they grab both my shoulders. They go, girl, your hair. And it's and suddenly I'm in a conversation with somebody that sells real estate.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we figured it out.
That was really good.
I think it's in chunks. I think that's really good.
I think this episode's really clippable. I think it's super shareable.
Yeah.
I think,
no, the miniature wife stuff is really going to kill.
No, that was awesome.
The miniature wife stuff.
I think we hit like so many deep things, so many surface level things. And
I mean, I do think the question remains with this tiered system that you guys have come up with, like, people will be offended.
Yeah. What if it's like choose your own adventure? What if it's like you can only come for one? Well, these are the options.
Oh, you send the options and then you opt in.
It's like, do you want chicken or fish? It's like, do you want to come for the early part that's sort of more wholesome and normal? Or
and
do
you can have different
RSVPs
for each one.
Yeah.
I do think there is something to like, you really have to make sure that the groups don't overlap so that they don't communicate.
Completely.
There's an hour window between them where it's empty.
Yeah. Just to clear everyone out. Or you do it at different places.
Different locations is smart.
What's happening now with like overcomplicating this is like what happens when people try to solve like a political issue and it's like there's one obvious conservative side to one obvious progressive side, and then suddenly you're dealing with some sort of very complicated public-private partnership where there's like sponsors involved and it's like super technocratic and like everyone's yelling at one another and someone is accusing someone of being a YIMBY versus a NIMBY and it's like the most complicated policy proposal ever. It's like the compromise that pleases no one and it's like, we did it.
It was like that, what was that Kamala thing that became a meme that was like free college
Pell
after
grants.
2 years? Yeah,
Pell grants for people that like were in college for exactly 9 months while pregnant.
But this is like, I literally don't have birthdays anymore because I'm like, I struggle with this every year. Because you remember how I used to solve this problem is I would invite people the day before and then it would, which was
and just be like, I'm so crazy, I'm so last minute. And then
which by the way is a nightmare because my birthday is on like a holiday weekend.
Yeah, that's always bad. That's never good. My birthday has fallen on the Super Bowl a lot, and that's quite tough. Beginning of February. And I'm not telling you the year.
No. I just genuinely, I had a moment where I was like, I have literally no idea what season the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. But that is a thing where it's like, okay, well, that does feel like a hate crime if you guys are kind of like choosing the Super Bowl over.
It does, but then it probably makes it so easy for you because it's self-selecting.
Yeah. I'm learning.
Matthew's birthday was on the Super Bowl too.
Yeah, Matthew's.
And maybe there's something to that.
That is interesting.
Are you February 8th?
6th. Wow.
But
you do know when the Super Bowl is.
Why not? Well, it is my husband's birthday, as Sam pointed out.
I see.
Should we do our final segment?
Oh my God, is it time?
Like basically, right?
Yes. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Yeah.
Or like promote even.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Or any message to the LGBTQ youth.
Show ideas you're trying to get off the ground.
Do you want to pitch us anything?
Yeah. So The Huge Wife.
All right, The Huge Wife that's already been greenlit and canceled.
Yeah. She's kind of got like...
Who would play her?
Gosh.
Careful.
I don't know. All I've kind of got in my head is that she's sort of like Clifford the Big Red Dogging it, where it's like she's got a huge kind of house outside the main one.
That's nice.
That she sleeps
Is she raising normal sized kids?
Yeah, I think so. And she's kind of like a time for me to take you to school. And she kind of picks them up and then takes a couple steps and puts them down.
Okay, that's good.
So I want to plug The Huge Wife. I'm on tour. My tour, Piss Queen. Get a bunch of cities.
Wait, your tour is called Piss Queen?
Yeah.
That's really good.
Thank you.
You know, one of the few things that makes me laugh is this clip of Melania Trump trying to say peace on earth, but actually saying piss on earth because of her accent.
Piss on earth is really good.
Not to be xenophobic, but it is funny.
You guys know the do not come.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come. I love that, and that was a really good Trump, by the way. You can clip that.
Clip that.
That's my, and I'd like to plug that. That's my third plug.
I need him to stop to be less funny so that we could, like, I know it's the most hack thing ever to be like, Trump is actually the funniest guy.
Yeah.
But if only we could, like, do a very specific kind of brain damage to him that causes him to just not be funny, like say the same things but not funny, then I think we could get past this whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think just why not do full brain damage
Totally.
to him? But I totally agree.
I was just sort of going with a harm reduction model.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't really feel that way about the president, Donald Trump, but
I think we have to be respectful.
Yeah. You guys have.
He is our president.
I'm a humanist.
He is our president.
Fabrice told you guys you can't speak.
Trump. Fabrice had a lot of rules.
I see. Sorry.
Fabrice wants to advertise. They're like, just don't say anything bad about Trump.
If you have to say he gets brain damage, it's partial.
Yeah. And it's the Gulf of America.
And it's the Gulf of Fabrice.
Whatever happened with that?
Oh, that kind of fell off. that didn't stick.
If there's one thing liberals are obsessed with, it's names and terms for things.
Yeah.
Like, tell them that something, that a symbol or a word is changing, and they're like, we're hitting the streets. Show them footage of war. They're like, I can't really hold space for that right now.
Like, I would love to get into that, but Chapel Rowan just kind of ignored a kid for an hour, and I kind of have to put all my
and I need to buy a gun.
Yeah, I have to buy a gun for that reason.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
Like, people are so amazing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's really where we're landing.
Our country is so beautiful.
It's so phenomenal.
It's really amazing what we can all do when we put our heads together.
I was like, Karamo Brown.
Shout out. Let's start there.
Wow, I can't believe we made it through this whole thing without talking about Karamo's AI therapy.
Like,
oh God.
Karamo, is defending himself against a variety of accusations, including sexual harassment, by the way, if you read the People article. But one of the things is that people kept saying he got face work, and he said, no, I didn't get face work. And now he's explaining himself, and he's like, actually, I got buccal fat removal, and then something went wrong, so I had to get a different surgery to fix my whatever. And then people I know are commenting under the, like, People magazine Instagram being like, so he did get face work. It's like, shut up.
Well, the people that we know that actually are still active on social media in the comments is really scary to me.
That is wild. I also just think, like, it kind of is bad for like people shouldn't be crazy when people get work done, but also just like own it when you get work done.
Well, yes.
Be like, I got this thing done. Hiding it.
I know.
Hiding it feels so much more sinister to me. Like, you're like, everybody can. I don't know. I guess I'm just such a kind, good person that all my buccal fat went away.
But I will say, and just to, like, play devil's advocate,
okay,
any sort of body modification comes from a desire to look a different way by definition, right? So that's like, if you're Karamo Brown, you got that there was an insecurity that needed to be addressed. So it is asking a lot for someone to be like, and now have a sense of humor about it. You know,
I'm not even saying a sense of humor about it. I really think you could just be like, hey, I got this done. Like I know somebody who just got, like, a hair system, and they're like, just got a hair system, and it's like, yeah, I think do that. I think it's weirder to act like you've never looked wildly like you're like I didn't get veneers. Your teeth have never been shiny.
They're projecting movies onto them.
Exactly.
It's where I love boosters at 7:30.
Hey, yeah.
What I was gonna say for the Karamo getting the buccal fat and it kind of messing up and them having to go back in, do you think that when you're getting that done, you're, like, hoping they mess up so that you get another one for free? Like you're
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he was hoping for that.
I think you're like, oh please, 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 because then I can just say I got buccal fat, but then I got other stuff done too. But I can just say I got buccal fat.
Yeah, I get it.
It's like when you're at a restaurant and you hope that they forget your meal so that then you can get it for free. You guys don't do that?
You hope they forget your meal.
Yeah, so then like 20 minutes later you can be like, hey, like I ordered this, and they'd be like, oh, I totally forgot.
Yeah, like, oh my God, here's a Basque cheesecake.
Yeah, they're like, it's for free. It's for free.
Okay, yeah.
You guys don't hope for that?
I guess. I like when I like that with coffee. I like when I get a coffee and I'm like, oh, this is made wrong, and then they give me another.
Oh my God, I love that.
That's
or
really
if they let you keep the other one too, and you're like, I actually didn't mind the other one either. So like now I have 2 coffees.
Yeah, that's good. That's why I'm plugging that as well.
Oh, definitely get buccal fat removal.
Definitely get buccal fat.
If you listen to this podcast, get buccal fat removal.
Seriously.
Yeah,
your buccals are showing.
You guys were saying before we came in here that you're tired of all these uggos at your shows.
Yeah, no, none of them are getting buccal fat removal.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do our final segment?
What if suddenly both of us showed up with buccal fat removal?
Oh, give it some time. Life is long. Life is long.
Where is the buccal, by the way? It's right here.
It's your cheeks.
I like that though.
I know. I do too.
Give it a couple years.
Okay.
You
guys are having clavicular on after this. Are you just waiting out there?
You know, I'm proud of us for not
talking more about clavicular.
Yeah.
And not like being like one of those people that's like, let's have them on. It'll get people coming in.
Yeah, I think that I'm really proud of you guys for that too.
No, me too.
No, me too.
We are having Candace Owens on though.
Yeah.
But
that's just because we like her politics.
That's because she slays the runway.
Well, you like what specifically kind of what she's saying.
Yeah, we just agree with it.
Yeah.
I guess is what we're saying.
Yeah, no, she's a friend.
Friend of the pod.
Let's do our final segment. Our final segment is called Shoutouts, and in this segment, we pay homage to the grand straight tradition of the radio shoutout, shouting out anything that we are enjoying, people, places, things, ideas, and we will go first, and we make them up on the spot. George,
yeah,
do you have one?
Yes, I can have one.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to be earnest, and I'm going to shout out Boots Riley and Isla Boosters.
Oh, you saw it?
I saw it last night by myself after Courtney O'Donnell canceled on me. So maybe don't go to her tour or shows. She was committed to coming and then decided that she wasn't going to. An hour before the showtime.
Let's get to the movie.
I want to shout out, honestly, the kind of Bay Area vibe of the movie. I think it's so hilarious that Toon Yards did the music, but she kind of ate down. It was so good. And I just am like, finally someone with an imagination in this town. It was things I had never seen before. I'm not saying it all added up to, exactly like more than the sum of its parts, but I was so impressed throughout. It was so colorful. It was so bold. All the actors were so good. Keke Palmer's like a generational talent.
It's incredible.
It's just so good, and it's a miracle that it got made. And it actually, I go back and forth with my Bay Area past because I did live there for 6 years, but it made me proud of my Bay Area heritage, aka I went to college there and stayed there for 2 years afterwards. And I just kind of huge shout out to Oakland, San Francisco, and kind of that whole area, wine country and Napa Sonoma. And shout out to Boots Riley.
Woo!
Yeah, we gotta support that one. It's really good.
It's really good.
What's up, freaks, losers, perverts around the globe? I would like to give a shout out to, I guess this is weird to do when we're having the host of it on in a day or two, but I want to give a shout out to the podcast band Splain and the Madonna saga, 12-hour saga that I am 4 hours deep into. You start listening to a podcast, you say, okay, what am I really going to learn about Madonna? I pretty much have heard it all, folks. And then I'm listening and I'm saying, I didn't know that. Well, I certainly didn't know that. Well, what the hell? I didn't know that. It's making me appreciate her on such a deep level. I already loved her, and now I am so in that it feels completely insane. I think even as someone who loves her, I underestimated her. And I think about her, recent past, and I say, well, through this lens, it's completely different. And I can see it all very differently and with much more appreciation. And so I want to say I Feel So Free is still good. I am still supporting I Feel So Free. And I think if you're not supporting I Feel So Free this summer, then you are not coming to the pool party. So stream Bandsplain, stream I Feel So Free, stream Madonna, XOXO Sam.
Woo! Wow. I want to give a shout out to the Pulitzer Board, the people behind the prestigious Pulitzer Prize of the same name. I just think I love the work they're doing over there. And if they ever want to get coffee or whatever, I'd love to kind of chat about what I'm working on. Also, honestly, the podcast Cool People Who Did Cool Stuff. It's like a podcast about direct action and mutual aid.
Ooh.
And it's the podcast that I keep listening to and hearing your guys' Febreze commercial.
Oh, well, it's good that Febreze is supporting mutual aid.
Yeah.
Good.
So, love that. Second in Boots Riley, and I love boosters. That was really fun. All the effects were like practical and stuff.
It's so cool. The stop motion stuff,
yes,
and the miniature car chase.
Yes, people, we don't get stuff like that anymore.
I can't believe that it exists. It makes me so. It warms my heart.
Yeah, it made me really, really happy to see.
And it's like how fun that Demi Moore is doing it. Random ass.
Yeah. I also love when I see like a celebrity that I kind of thought was maybe a little like doing an anti-capitalist thing.
Yeah.
Like
it does bring into question sometimes how aware actors are of what they're doing.
I think that's a really good question, and I don't want to super get into it with any of them, but I like seeing it happen. I like seeing some of our greatest celebrities.
I agree.
It's fun.
And I think you don't have to be in the bag for Boots Riley's exact politics to understand the ethos of the movie. I think Demi Moore is got it. So it's like punk rock.
Yeah. Which is what's amazing about her is you can be pro AI and pro punk rock.
I just want to say,
that's something you've been saying.
I understand that she misspoke. If you listen to if you watch the rest of that clip, then she goes on to say what will never be replaced is humans' capacity for art. It's okay, so she's working it out on the spot.
People are having their cake and eating it too. They're saying stuff like that, and then they're saying, but AI is a really useful tool. It's like, quit having your cake and eating it too.
Don't you think Will Poulter also gives a really good gay guy performance? With the green hair.
Oh my God.
So good.
Yeah.
And you can tell he has been waiting his whole life for whatever reason to give that performance. He's I'm going to be kind of a crazy gay guy.
Yeah. And I like to imagine that Boots Riley, nobody was giving him a note on make it that gay.
Yeah.
But they're still kind of taking that into.
Something I have always wanted is for Boots Riley to do a gay project because, obviously Bay Area birth of, gay activism, blah, blah. I think he has a lot of gay people around him. And I think the aesthetic is so bright, colorful, gay.
The aesthetic is very queer.
It's very Almodovar, bright colors, blah, blah, blah. And I'm how fun would it be if he made a gay, whatever, anti-capitalist satire about pride?
I want to see Boots Riley stop that train.
Yes, exactly.
I want to see what that would have looked like.
Plus, his name is Boots.
I know, his name is Boots.
Honey.
It writes itself.
That's good. Good.
Well, see Hayden on tour.
Period.
And this was so fun.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Of course. Bye.
Bye. Podcast ends now.
StraightioLab is a production by Will Ferrell's Big Money Players and iHeartRadio podcasts.
Created and hosted by Sam Taggart and George Civeris.
Executive produced by Becca Ramos.
Produced by Casey Donahue.
Edited and mixed by Lawrence Stumpf.
Social video done by Hot Dog Sandwich.